Welcome back, folks, to another episode of MLM Ruined to Refreshed, and this one's a bit of a special. Down here at MLM headquarters, we've had to clear the whole of the forecourt because we've had a space traveller turn up. So as you can see, it is the Dinky 358 USS Enterprise from 1976, and I was inspired by my friend Martin Dare to do this. Martin's the only one that I know of on YouTube has restored one of these models, and as soon as I saw him do it, I thought, I've got to have a go at this. It's a brilliant little model. Surprisingly, not as many parts to it as you think. This one has got a few items missing from it. So what we'll do is we'll get the tools out, get it on the bench, and see what we can do with it. So catch you in a few, folks. Cheers. Welcome back, folks, to another episode of MLM from Ruined to Refreshed, and here we are at the desk with our Dinky 358 USS Enterprise. Far too many S's. I've been encouraged or inspired to do this one since I saw Martin Dare do this, and I thought, I've just got to have that, and I've got to have a go at it. So I'm going to put some details up about what it kind of costs to do one of these, because they're not overly common. You can get them, but getting one that wants renovating or restoring at a reasonable price, that's the trick. And you're also looking to see if you can find one that has got few parts missing. Now on this particular model that I've picked up, the shuttle is missing, the shuttlecraft. The deflector shield is missing, and the missiles are missing. So I'm going to have to get them, and the price to me to get those is probably close on the price that I paid for this model. So you could be looking at anything from £30 to £40 to purchase, get all the parts in, and that's not including your paints and that kind of stuff, the additional materials you'll need. So my idea with this is to do a bit of a project, so I'm going to do it in like little mini episodes. So the first episode is obviously to say that this is the USS Enterprise, Dinky Toys, made in England, Paramount TV, 1976. And I'm not going to strictly copy what Martin's done. I'm going to do a bit of an hybrid, because I built a plastic model version of this that had a particular colour scheme. Now, I've been looking online, and there's plenty of forums and plenty of arguments going on those forums about what colour the original Enterprise was. I've even looked at videos from the Smithsonian in the States. So it's not going to be studio accurate, but it's going to be a bit of an hybrid between the original version that I've got on display here and a few custom colours. What I will point out is that on the studio model there are no grids like these. It's a flat surface. The NCC 1701 does indeed go around this way, but the USS Enterprise goes around that way. So we're going to be doing a few accents to this. So there's a couple of shades of grey I want to get. We'll get to that part when we've got it all stripped down, cleaned and polished, which is going to take a while. So I think what we'll do in this episode is to get it dismantled the best we can, and it's at this point that I will bring in a point of how to separate these engines, and it's thanks to Martin's endeavours that I can pass on that information. So I'll show you that hopefully when we get to it. So let's make a start. And we'll firstly take off the front section. And it comes out with one screw. There's a washer and a spring. Sit still. A spring washer. That then should release the trigger mechanism, like so. The top plate will come off, like so. The rotating plastic launcher loader will come off. Oh, what I forgot to mention inside the top is that there is this spring, so that when the missiles come round they catch against here and are fired out. So we'll just whip that off as well while we're at it. So far so good. What we'll do now is to take off the back section. And you have to open the doors. We'll open the shuttlecraft bay doors for this to come out. There's the second screw. The bottom of the hull. And you can see there's the damaged deflector array, whatever you want to call it. And that will just pop out. So that I've got to order a new replacement for. This will be straight into either paint stripper or caustic soda. I haven't quite made my mind up yet. We can then take out the plate that holds the doors in place. The two doors themselves, the bay doors. The dish and top of the hull is now released. And I'm going to pause the video there while I find something to prise these out. Let's say that. And they've pulled out just with finger pressure. Perhaps that one was a bit loose. If I can pull these out rather than... No, that one's going to be a little bit more stubborn. What I'm conscious of doing is damaging these plastic parts. So I'm just going to prise it out gently, and there it is, it's come away. Now, Martin had an issue with these, and eventually he managed to crack it, and if it hadn't been for him doing this, I wouldn't have figured it out, to be perfectly honest. It looks like this section at the back comes away, but it doesn't. It's actually fixed to one side of these engines. And what you have to do, and I hope I get this right, Martin, is to gently prise up this ring, and it will come away and separate into two. There we go. and hopefully the same with this side. Just gently prise it apart. And it lifts away. And we're left with this plastic engine mountings, and it's a bit grimy, it's a bit twisted. We'll have to heat it up slightly and just hold it and bend it back. So there we go. Let's have a look at all the parts we've got then. So a paint stripper, paint stripper, paint stripper, paint stripper, paint stripper, paint stripper, paint stripper. The doors, paint stripper, paint stripper. The door holder, I guess. What's cleaning up and polishing, wire brushing. Same with the trigger mechanism. And then we've got washing, 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 wire brushing, wire brushing, wire brushing and cleaning up, and a replacement shield, shuttlecraft, and a set of torpedoes. Now I may or may not order a set of stickers. I haven't made my mind up yet. I might have a go at creating some decals, but it depends how far we've progressed. So that's the end of episode 1 of this project build from Ruin to Refresh, the Dinky USS Enterprise 358. In the next episode we'll be looking at stripping the paint and cleaning some of these parts. So I hope you can bear with me on this one, folks. It's a bit of a monster, but it helps me to do some short videos as well. So I'll catch you soon. Cheers.